Welcome to the Real Estate Show. This is Narayan. We have Budget 2019 coming. What is the expectation of the real estate sector? In the view of the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi's Housing for All by 2022 vision, the real estate sector is optimistic about some big announcement by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. This will be Sitharaman's first union budget presentation. The budget is likely to focus on rural economy, affordable housing for all. Here are the highlights of the budget expectation of the real estate sector. With the sector facing liquidity crunch, multiple taxations, adding to the burden on home buyers, amidst a slowing economy, we look at expectation of the real estate fraternity. This first budget of Mr. Modi's Sarkar number 2, the first is recognition as infrastructure. The real estate sector is hopeful that Budget 2019 will grant the infrastructure status to the entire real estate sector. Such status is already granted to affordable housing. The developers are expecting this to be done to all segments. This would help them to generate institutional funding, better cash flow from banks, NBFCs, which presently has completely dried off. Let us look at the first thing, a big soup expected. According to Edelweiss, reality stocks went up substantially on the hope that the government may come up with soups for this sector. Nifty reality index closed about 2 to 3% higher in the real estate stocks such as Prestige, Godrej Group, Brigade Group, Shobha Developers, Oberoi Realty, Suntech, DLF were among the various gainers. The next is solution for funding issues. The real estate sector has been facing a significant funding crunch, which was aggravated by distress in NBFCs, which are non-banking finance companies. The real estate sector is expecting the government to ease ECB, which is external commercial borrowing, norms to ensure a steady inflow of capital from foreign investors. Similarly, the introduction of housing bonds, granting special status to HFCs, which is housing finance companies, at par with banking sector, will further help in providing such needed flips to the housing segment across all markets and geographies. Ambitious government welfare scheme such as Housing for All, initiatives to be a reality. Such reform should be put as priorities. Focus on rural sector. We think the focus now would shift to rural sector and social sector. Income support scheme is already underway, and ramp up in affordable housing may also be needed to give a flip to the real estate sector. Support of affordable housing. While the government has taken several initiatives to boost affordable housing in the country, there is room for more steps. Investment in infrastructure development are likely to have substantial share. This would help in increase developers' access to fund for the development of affordable housing projects. In addition, to initiating rental housing, high levels of compliance and adoption of business best practices will therefore need to overlap with advancement in technology and delivery mechanism system for the affordable housing segment. The next is tax rationalization. The real estate sector is also expecting further relaxation in the GST rate. Recommendation to cut the corporate tax and extend the SEZ program has also put forth. There is fewer if the tax increases in SEZ is withdrawn, it would severely hit the job creation ability of the sector. We expect this government to think towards reduction of GST to remittance where the margin is wafer thin. The current GST rate is levied a huge burden on the end use customer. The next is cross purchasing of residential and commercial properties for sale proceeds. Now what this means is, at present there are restriction on tax benefits if the seller of a residential property uses the sale proceeds to buy a commercial property or vice versa. We are hoping that the government will take the initiative to allow the use of sale proceeds of residential property to purchase in commercial properties and vice versa. This would help in having a well-balanced sale within the real estate sector. The next is infrastructure development. The union budget would focus on holistic plan for infrastructure, this is what is expected, and the housing development. In the periphery locations, tier 2 and tier 3 cities, the boost for infrastructure will not only benefit the real estate sector but also other industry related and create a larger scale employment or large scale employment in economy. For the creation of large scale housing developments, tax benefit under section 81A and tax section 35AD, which is deduction to encourage private sector participation within the infrastructure sector, would be extended to integrate township projects by including the same within the definition of infrastructure or definition of infrastructure facilities. Now let us sum up the key expectations. 1. Rationalization of tax and submersing of the stamp duty within the GST. 2. Resolving the NBFCs woes. 3. Working with RBI on a mechanism to immediately pass on interest rate cut benefit to the home loan borrowers. Next, expecting a long-standing demand of single window clearance for project. Industry status for real estate sector. Financial support and wide-scale initiative towards skill development. Initiatives to promote artificial intelligence, AI and technology in real estate to achieve housing for all mission. Reducing corporate tax, more support for SEZ development. These are key elements which is needed for this sector. I am signing off. This is Narayan. Please write to us for any further topic which concerns the industry. Thank you for watching. See you soon.